I'm such an idiot. All right, so let's start this live stream over. Hello, welcome to the Monday night live stream. I had the audio muted like a dummy. So we're back. Just if you're just now joining us, go ahead and skip that first 2 minutes. And yeah, at least there's not an echo, right? So anyways, I'm going to start over. So the title of the stream, what gets you excited about the hobby? What do you enjoy about the hobby? I'm going to tell you a little story about today and why I chose this topic about an hour and a half before the stream. I had no topic for today until something happened to me. So you guys know I am shipping fish, right? And I didn't have very many orders today. It's the last week of shipping. A lot of them were overnight. So I didn't have that much to do today. So I got to sleep in till around 6. I think I got up around 6:15, something like that. And started packing all my orders. And, that all goes fine. I get done around 3 o'clock-ish and make my way back from the UPS store and USPS. But I got to back it up a little bit before that. So basically what I do is I pack all these orders, and then before I go, I take my dogs out, and I let them hang out outside for about 10-15 minutes while I'm loading my vehicle and printing shipping labels, things like that. And so I get all that done. I go out, and I drop off all the packages. I stop at the UPS store. Right next door is the jerky outlet store. There's a jerky outlet store. So I bought me some beef jerky, and I was coming home getting, pretty excited to eat it. And as soon as I opened my front door, I got hit with like a tsunami of just dog poop smell. It was like an explosion. It was like Michael Bay was in my house and just exploding dog poop all over the place. I mean, the smell, I like blew off my porch. I was like in the street. My neighbors were calling 911. It was horrendous. The smell was absolutely horrendous. And yeah, so, I let them outside for 15 minutes, and apparently that wasn't enough time to do their business. It was just one. It was my older dog, so I can't even get mad at her, right? She's old. She can't really control her bladder that well anymore. But the way I have it is I have their dog bed in front of the TV in the living room, and they share a dog bed. It's a 6-foot, just massive dog bed. It's like, it's bigger than me. Like I can lay down on this thing and not touch like end to end. It's just a massive, massive dog bed. And she was laying in there, and you can see, like, she was like, and I could just picture this, how she's just like, oh crap, I got a crap. And she gets up and like runs to the back door. And like as soon as she takes one step off, it starts just, I could see the whole trail all the way to the other side of the house of just the Hershey squirts. It was so much, it was ridiculous. And I just couldn't believe it. And here's the other thing though, right? I have 2 dogs. So one dog did this, and then my other dog, he's thinking I could pretty much do anything I want right now and not get in trouble because of what you just did. So what does he do? He gets into the trash and he tears apart the trash. Just the whole kitchen, dining room, trash everywhere. It's mixed into the Hershey squirts. And I just walked up the stairs and I looked at everything. And I just shook my head and I went right into my fish room in the garage, and I just sat down and I was like, I'm not even going to deal with this right now. I just sat there and I got to stare at my tanks, and I got to, kind of take a minute to relax and kind of ease my mind a little bit on what just happened and what I'm going to be doing for the next hour of my life. And it made me think like, I am so glad that I have fish tanks. I'm not gonna say like it doesn't get me excited, so to speak, but it's nice to be able to just sit down and just look at some fish tanks and calm down and relax and just get some perspective. And so that's what I've been doing for the last hour and a half. We got hardwood floors, except we have area rugs as well. And she went hardwood, area rugs, hardwood, big area rug in the dining room under the dining room table, and right back to the slider. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. But I did get I did get to calm down. I got to look at my fish tanks. I got to eat a little bit of my beef jerky. I got some venison summer sausage and some nice cheddar cheese for some cheese and crackers. And I had to myself a little snack. Calm down, and time for new flooring. It smells so bad, like you won't even believe. It's like 30 some degrees out, and I've got like all the windows open, all the doors open. Luckily, I'm fat and I'm insulated, but man, it was bad. That was so much poop. But yeah, it was like a double whammy of dogs. So that's my story. I want to hear your guys' story. Not your dog poop stories. I'm sure we all have them. But I want to know what you guys enjoy. Obviously, there's other things that I enjoy about the hobby. Like, there's just so much. The biodiversity, you can never run, you can never get bored. There's so much you could do. But nothing like cleaning up dog poop to work. But jerky. Yeah, that's why I ate my snack before I even cleaned it up. It was like, I just finished cleaning it up like 20 minutes ago. It's ridiculous. Steven says, okay, patience is what gets me excited. I'm not a patient person, but to be a successful aquarist, I've had to learn. Plus the joy my granddaughter gets when she sees my tank. Yes, absolutely. It does teach patience. And this is a perfect example of this. In my younger days, I might have kind of exploded off the handle. Oh, excuse me. There's some of that cheese. But, honestly, it's not even that big of a deal. It's just dog poop. It cleans up. Yeah, it's a pain, but it's not worth, like, exploding over or getting angry about. But it's still nice to just be able to watch the fish and get some perspective. I have to take the family out to eat, but YouTube is on. Well, I'm glad I'm talking about dog poop. Am I the only one with a pufferfish icon? Jamie has hit the 1 year mark. Tampa Tom has hit the 1 year mark. Mandolin FYSU has hit the 1 year mark. I'm pretty sure there's 4 of you total. But we're back down under 50. And then we had a super chat before the stream. So $1.99 from Matthew Vargas says 200 pennies, even though it's only 199 pennies. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Matt, are you still here, buddy? Let me know, because I'll just talk to you right now instead of responding to you in an email. Bob Kaler with the $2 thanks. No, thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Sean says, for me, I just enjoy shell dwellers and seeing new fry grow, even though I still haven't got my Sumbu to breed. Now, when you clean up poop, do you use toilet paper and flush it? No, I bag it and take it out in the trash. I use hydrogen peroxide and that powder stuff. Why can't I remember the name of that? You use it to buffer your fish tanks. Everyone uses it. It's like, I'm drawing a blank. Someone will say it. Kent's Fish says, Bob, I got your Pracox Rainbow, and I am eggs. You have eggs already. I don't doubt it. Kent, when I received those shipments of fish, yeah, baking soda, hydrogen peroxide and baking soda is amazing. I don't know why baking soda. I've been up all day. Cut me some slack. But anyways, Kent, when I got those in, they had spawned in the bag, like in the mail. There was eggs in the bag. I threw them in my planted tank. But yeah, Matthew Vargas ordered Pracox Rainbow, and UPS screwed me. KG Tropical says baking soda, idiot. Yeah, well, sorry, man. I just got too much stuff on my mind. I'm not a brain dead zombie that has nothing to think about. I got other stuff on my mind. I can't remember everything. I know everything. I just can't remember it all at the same time. Big dogs, clogs. Anyway, Swisky is here. Hello. Oh, I didn't even say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone that's here. I just went straight into my story after being. I am an idiot though. Let's see. I started my stream with my microphone muted. So, yep, I'm an idiot. I don't remember baking soda. Yep, I'm an idiot. So, yeah, Matthew ordered some of the Pracox rainbows, and UPS was late. Paid for overnight and everything, and UPS was still late. And they did something to the box, and it wasn't pretty. And, yeah. Anyways, that sucked. But hopefully it doesn't happen again. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, they actually spawned. I have eggs. I haven't checked for fry. There's too many plants. Matthew, about the plants you wanted, the repens. I'll send you a picture. Actually, I'll send you a picture after the stream, and you can let me know if you still want them. Oh, everyone's saying hello to Jimmy. Jimmy actually showed up to one of my live streams. Maybe he doesn't hate me after all. Jimmy canceled on our podcast tomorrow, so there will be no Swiss Kebab podcast. So thank you, Jimmy. I tried to get him to do it on Saturday instead, last Saturday. But he was like, no, I hate you. I don't want to ever live stream with you again. So I'm not sure when we're going to do the Swiss Kebab podcast again, but we'll figure it out. My fish room fully relaxes me. This is from the Novice Aquarist. It's zen-like. My wife and daughter are getting into it more and more and use it for relaxation. They even asked for a tank. That is awesome. That is the really, really best way to do it, is try to get other people involved. A common question I always see in live streams. Bob took care of me and made it right, which is why I'll continue. Oh, I mean, I just refunded the entire order. What else am I supposed to do? I feel like, have anyone done that? I mean, it just seems like the right thing to do. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, like, I see this question a lot on live streams, like, how do I get my significant other to let me have more fish tanks? And it looks like the Novice Aquarist is doing it right. My wife and daughter are getting into it more and more. They even asked for their own tank. So you must have figured out the secret. Randy Guy says shipping during the holiday season is a crapshoot. Yeah, when I went to UPS today, the place was so packed. It made me so thankful. Like, the line was out the door. And it made me so thankful that I pre-purchased all my shipping labels. And I don't feel bad about it at all. Like, I skip right to the front of the line and I drop them off. And I say, sorry, suckers, but you have to wait in line to buy your shipping label because you're noobs and you don't buy them online. But when I went to USPS today, the post office was crazy busy too, and I just cut right in front of all of them, drop them off the counter, and peace out. Buy them online, people. Don't have to stand in line all day. I asked you that before. What? Right? Totally bailed. Actually, it's because of me is why we cannot do the Swiss Kebab podcast tomorrow. It is our the Greater Seattle Aquarium Society holiday party is tomorrow evening, and I'll be going to that because I'm picking up some fish, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm picking up longfin green dragons. So the first person from the same person I got all my guppies from. So, well, a lot of my guppies from. They are Greg Sage line longfin green dragons. I'm buying a lot of them, and they'll be on the website by the time I'm shipping again, so that's pretty cool. Tampa Tom. Oh, yeah. See, Tampa Tom would have a puffer fish if he wasn't a moderator. Bob, watching my 2-day-old Bosemani Rainbow Fry eat right now. I think if they aren't eating, how long till I know? Wait. Watching my 2-day-old Bosemani Rainbow eat right now. If they aren't eating, how long till I know? I mean, they're not going to last very long if they're not eating. But it says you're watching them eat, so I'm confused. Oh, wait. What does Barbara say here? I gave up on most heaters. Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Barbara. You must be talking to someone else. Anyways, Deanna says, I get to meet new friends. I'm scrolling through the chat and finding everything that I missed during my little rant. I gave up on most cheaters. Swisky says, hugs for everyone. Jimmy, I told people that you hate me, and I think they all believed it. I think it was maybe in my Saturday stream or my Thursday stream, and they were like, oh no, why does Jimmy hate you? And I don't know why people took me seriously. They've never taken me seriously about anything except when I said that you hated me. Matthew Vargas, if you want some, send me some. Grow out. Okay, I'm just gonna skip all the way to the bottom. And I'm sorry if I missed your chat. Wow, I want some longfin green dragon plecos. I've been trying to get some for a long time. I think I'm getting 25 of them. And actually, more bad news. So I was bragging about my catfish order on Thursday's live stream about all the catfish I'm getting in. And after I got done cleaning up all my dog poop, I got an email saying that they were out of just about everything that I ordered. So they weren't out of it, but like I ordered like 25 of these and they sent me 6. Some of the stuff they were out of, so that was kind of disappointing. So my sweet order, it's still pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. There's still a lot of fish I'm getting, but it's not as cool as I thought it was gonna be. Are the Blennies OBKB? What? OBKB? The Blennies are already gone from the wholesaler. I can no longer get them, and also they are definitely not freshwater. I've lowered the water down. I've added some rocks for them to climb on, and tomorrow I'm getting specific food for them. So they're alive and they're okay. I just don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But they are definitely not freshwater blennies. There are 2 species of freshwater blennies, and I've seen the pictures of them, and not even close. Raz Boraz. Yeah, that's speech to text. Speech to text. Raz. If I have any room for them, Kenny, I have to purchase when Bob restocks. What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I'm getting... Oh, I can tell you what I am getting this week. Maybe? What is this one? What is this one? Maybe I can't. I thought it was here somewhere. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm getting more peacock gudgeons, even though I'm not sold out. I still have to restock. I'm getting Rummy Nose Rasboras, which are going to be pretty sweet. Now, I've gotten Rummy Nose Rasboras in the past, and it seems like every time I order them, you get like 1 male to every 10 females. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Oh man, that cheese! I'm telling you, it was like smoked. Some type of smoked cheddar cheese, and it's coming back up. Anyways, I'm getting some Jurupari, which are pretty awesome. Kamaka Rainbows. I know some people wanted me to get Kamaka Rainbows. I'm trying them for the 4th time. 4th time is a charm, hopefully. Peacock gudgeons are awesome. Hoping to breed some. One of the few fish I'm interested in actually trying to produce. Yeah, peacock gudgeons are awesome. And you should buy them because they're awesome and they're on my website. Matthew says, Bob, I got dibs. I ordered a very, 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 very small amount of Kamakas because every time I've got them, except for the first time, they've died. So, actually, yeah, this will be the 5th time I've got them. So hopefully 5th time's a charm. Oh, cheese. I'm from Wisconsin. Cheese. Gotta go, everyone. We'll catch the replay. Thank you, Chevy Fish. Gary Duncan, any idea of price on the Green Dragons? When you will be shipping out again? I'm no longer shipping until next year. Probably, I think, what is it, the 4th? Let me look. The 6th. The 6th. That Monday. No, I don't even think I'm going to ship overnight because when I was there today, that place was insanely busy. Last week I had late packages. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to even order or do overnight shipping for the rest of the year. Um, I know you can't reveal sources, but when you receive DOAs, do your suppliers give you credit, refund, or anything like that? If they show up dead, I get a credit. If they die like 5 hours after I get them, then I don't get a credit. But if they show up dead, um, then yes. My suppliers are actually my new one is super awesome. I love them. They're so nice. Um, yeah, when I was shorted 50 corridors when I ordered 200 of them, they didn't even make me like show any type of proof. They just gave me credit. They billed me for a fish that I didn't get last week, and I was like, you guys didn't send me this fish, but luckily I filmed the unboxing. So if you want the video to prove that I didn't get it, they were like, no, don't go through all that nonsense. We'll just give you a credit. So yeah, they're really cool. I actually emailed them about a Pistos because you can't get a Pistos anywhere. What's going on in this country when you can't get a Pistos? Like, I remember back like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I was really big into Pistos. I had like 8 different types of Pistos. I was breeding them. Like, they were really popular, but now, like, you go to apistogramma.com and there's like the forums are dead. You go to Aquabid and it's all overseas nonsense garbage that, like, it's these people that have like 8 reviews and 6 of them are bad. And obviously no one's going to buy an Apisto from like England or so. I don't even know where they're at, but it's all overseas. And so I emailed them. I'm like, yo, what's the deal with Apistos? I want to make Apistos popular again. Why can't we get them? And she was like, well, we do order from a place that has them, and if you want, the next time we order from them, we can send you what's available and you can pre-order. So I'm like, ooh, I like that. So anyways, back to my supplier. They're really cool like that because, the one time I specifically asked for a type of fish, they're like, we'll give you our list so you can look at it and tell us what you want and we'll order it. So I'm like, hey, that's pretty sweet. That is pretty dang sweet. Michael Wall says, I lost some interest in the hobby when I had to put my 13-year-old dog to sleep this October. Any advice for reigniting my passion for the hobby? Right now I feel like nothing else with a heart. I can't even imagine, Michael. You all know that I have a really old dog. She's struggling. She has some issues right now, and when it's her time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be really hard. I couldn't even imagine having to do it, but I'm gonna have to do it. Obviously, I'm not gonna live forever, right? So I have no idea what you're going through. I couldn't even imagine, and I have no advice for you, especially since it was 2 months ago. Wow. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. It's gonna be hard though. It's gonna be tough when it's time for me to do it. Hey Bob, I just put up a 29 gallon. I've got 4 autos in there now. I'm planning on pencil fish, maybe 5. Do you have any suggestions on tank mates for them? Pencil fish are great, but I would probably do like 8. They're really cool in larger numbers, and 5 is a 5, and that's more like the minimum amount I would get of pencil fish. But anything, apistogrammas would be amazing, because the pencil fish will be up here, the apistogrammas will be down here. They'll all get together great. And Apisto stock is non-existent, right? It's crazy. Where are all the Apistos? I am going to single-handedly get Apistogrammas back into the hobby, just like I did for rainbow fish. Before I came around, you couldn't find rainbow fish anywhere. No one even cared about rainbow fish. But then I came around here, and for the last 4 years, I've been talking nothing about rainbow fish, and now everybody wants to. I'm just kidding, guys. Obviously, that's not true. Calm down. Any alternatives to Indian almond leaves? Any leaves will work. I haven't had any problems with any other type of leaf. Can you get Bolivian rams? They are really cool too. Absolutely, I can get Bolivian rams. They're fairly common. Michael Wall says, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I went in there with her and held her the whole time. Yep. I'm going to be there too. And I don't even like to think about it because it's coming soon, but I don't like to think about it. Steve Aquatis, you're kidding, but you were actually a big factor in getting me keeping rainbows. Well, I would like to think I convinced at least one person in 4 years to get rainbow fish, in all seriousness. S. Bronson says, I use maple leaves out of the front yard. Yes, so do I. I go up to my parents' house and I just collect leaves, bake them. I would rather buy them, but they're kind of expensive. I feel like they're expensive for just leaves, but we'll see. Wet Spot has a bunch of Apistos, yes, but I don't want to pay Wet Spot prices. That's the difference. Like, they have the Elizabethe or something like that, like $60 a pair. No, thank you. I would rather email my supplier and get them for a quarter of that price. I'm doing that with shell dwellers. Everyone needs them. See, the problem with shell dwellers, like, I get you. Shell dwellers are awesome. They're not like a good community tank, or they're not good for like a community tank. Whereas like Apistos are good for a community tank. And let's be real, like those are by far the most popular aquariums in the hobby are just your standard community. They just want to kill everyone. And yeah, we did stutter there a little bit, but it looks like we're back. It all depends on what effects you're trying to get from the tannins, color, or pH. What's the best food for molly fry? Live food. Live food is always the best food. Aiden Meredith, what's up, buddy? Well, good night, everyone. Well, see you later. Big gulps, huh? It's one of my favorite scenes in that entire movie. I don't know why, but I say that all the time. Barbara Jackson dropped a movie reference when we were talking about fish today. I sent her some fish. I wonder if she actually thought that I wouldn't know what it was. Pufferfish gets me excited about the hobby. Yeah, somebody just messaged me and say, oh, Dank Tanks just got a pufferfish. And I haven't responded to him yet because I've been cleaning up poop. But he just got a pufferfish and he was very excited about it. You say that, but I'm doing 280 gallon for them, designing it all around shell dwellers. See, that's fine, Sean. That's perfectly fine. But again, like the average hobbyist is not going to have a 280 gallon shell dweller tank. There used to be a guy on here that had a 300 gallon Lake Tanganyika tank, and he hasn't come around for like 2 years, and it was a super awesome tank. Cyprichromis, it was really awesome. Of course, I knew you'd get it. Oh, okay. It was a Caddyshack reference, just so you guys know. Hey, Swisky is back. He must not hate Bob anymore. Lumpy dog. Oh, that's funny. Goldfish, my first fish love. Then again, 20 years later. Yeah, I've kind of been thinking about goldfish again. Oh Lord, I know that horrible cleaning all that up. Yep. I've been thinking about getting a Fahaka puffer. So Big J's a fish keeper. Just know that Fahaka puffers are one of the angry freshwater puffers. So just keep that in mind with their tank mates and what fish you're going to put with them. Because they might kill them. Taking Father Fish's advice on one of my rainbow planted tanks, adding 2 more inches of sand. What was the advice, Bob Kaler? Or what was the problem or the issue or the dilemma or the circumstance? Like what was going on? I am a big fan of deep substrate myself. Bob, did you really pick up a roach in your last video? We don't touch roaches here in the city. Oh, that's nothing. I just picked up one. That's nothing. That was 2 videos ago. But I understand because nobody watched my last video. I think like 100 people watched it, which is all right. As long as I get videos out, that's all that matters, even if people don't watch them. Ali with the turd, the first turd of the live stream. I'm surprised it took that long for someone to drop a deuce on my live stream, especially because that's what I talked about for 15 minutes straight. Yes, I know all about them. I do work at my LFS. Oh, well, there you go. See, that's nice though, because a lot of people say, "I just got a Fahaka puffer. Do you have any advice?" At least, you know what's going on. Shallow substrate and plants all potted. Why add substrate if your plants are potted? I'm curious. Very curious. Ty Edit says, more tanks get me excited about the hobby. Yes, I get to set up more tanks all day tomorrow. That's all I'm doing during the day. I don't have to ship any fish tomorrow, so I'm going to be setting up all new tanks. Who is sending me a message during my live stream? Jeez. Just kidding. What is my opinion on the electric blue Jack Dempsey? I hear they are difficult to keep alive. So I can tell you I've never kept one. So that is my opinion. I don't know. I've never kept one. I have not heard that they're difficult to keep alive, but at the same time, I have never really researched them because they're a little bit more aggressive than I would like, and I like community tanks. Enjoy your shipping holidays. Yes, I don't have to do anything for the next 2 weeks. That's why I was able to catch up on videos, which is why I put out 2 videos last weekend. I have another one to edit, more to shoot. It's going to be more videos. The fish tank barn with a cup of, I'm going to say it's juice because it's red. It's not coffee. Is there red coffee? I don't know. I've never had coffee in my life, so there might be red coffee. Michael Wall says, my electric blue Jack was awesome. Only reason he died was I fed him way too much beef heart. I could see that. Aiden says, moving back to Indiana and getting another tank after 2-year hiatus. Gonna be a 55 with South American angelfish community tank. I haven't had angels since my first tank. That's awesome. I need to get my angelfish on my website. Lots of work to do on my website. So many fish to add. So many pictures to take. That'll take up a pretty big chunk of the next 2 weeks. Casey Summers, how's it going, buddy? Sorry catching up on your chat, but you mentioned you use maple leaves. Can you go over your prep for them? Honestly, I just get them when I go up to my parents' house, and then I put them in the oven. Probably like 15 minutes. If that, maybe 10, 15 minutes. I don't even know. And that's pretty much it. Maybe I should do more. I don't know. But I feel pretty safe. There's no pesticides being sprayed up there. They're out in the middle of nowhere, basically. So, yeah, not too worried about it. I would definitely make sure you're just not going to like a local park and collecting them, though. Because chances are they probably spray for crap there. He would jump out of the water trying to attack you. Yeah. Yep. Those fish, I don't know. Like, I like my community fish. I like my community tanks, like the one right behind me. Christmas Eve live stream? I don't know. Isn't that a Tuesday? Isn't Christmas? Yeah, that's a Tuesday, so I'll have a Christmas Eve live stream because it's Monday. But I don't know anything about Tuesday. There's already a lot of people that stream Tuesday night, I feel. So I'll just stick to Monday. There'll be well, actually, I haven't decided if I'm going to go out of town yet or not. But I'll still live stream that Monday and most likely that Thursday, the day after Christmas. And we could talk about all the cool fish stuff you guys got for Christmas. Froggo says, just got a 45 gallon, and I'm laughing because I already, there's only one answer for me. Can you give me stocking ideas? Rainbow fish, dude. Rainbow fish, of course. Anyone who asks me stock advice, I'm always going to say rainbow fish. Realistically, though, look for something you want. If you're asking me for stocking ideas, then I'm just going to tell you the fish that I like rainbow fish. So you need to just, seriouslyfish.com is a great resource. They have every single fish ever, and you can learn all about them. And that's what I'd recommend. Just spend some time on the internet, on YouTube, watching videos. Find something that you like. Because I might recommend something and you'll be like, oh, that's cool. And then you'll get it without researching it. And you'll be like, well, I thought that would be cool, but actually it kind of sucks. now that I've had it for a couple weeks. So just take time. That's pretty much what I always say. Just take your time, find something that you like, and then make sure that you don't get like super addicted and end up with 50 tanks like I do, like I have. Thanks, Kaylor, for the sub. Poison Creek Aquatics will be the new fish channel. Halloween was my past love. What? Virus Hunt? Matthew Vargas, Hat 2.0 underway. I'm curious how it will be different, but again, I don't know anything about that stuff. So I know the first one looks sweet, and I was like, man, he sent me a mock-up of my hat with my logo on it, and I was like, that is like the coolest thing ever. It's super awesome. He's like, no, it sucks. It's terrible. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm just a layman, but to me, it's pretty nice. What's a good community puffer that won't outgrow a 125 tank? Well, you could go the inexpensive route and do Amazon puffers, Mike. Amazon puffers are amazing. They get around 4 inches. So depending on the size of your other community fish, they should do just fine. Or you could go the expensive route and get the Shudontai or Shudonte. I don't know. Someone can spell it out in the chat. They're usually about $150 and they get about 5 inches. But either one of those two, Amazon puffers or the Shudontai, the don't tie your shoe. I don't know. I wouldn't do pea puffers. Well, pea puffers could work, but it depends on the other fish in your tank because they can definitely get angry and go after other fish. Shooty, whatever. Whatever. That's the one right there. Big D Smoke got it. But they're really expensive. And I think they're going to come down in pricing because a lot of people are breeding them now. So hopefully over time they'll start to come down in pricing. Christmas Eve live stream on the Big Steen channel. Nothing says holiday peace, love, and joy like a first-person shooter. Oh, see, I could do it on my other channel. I'm trying to do... Tomorrow is going to be the exception. I'm trying to do a piece of content every single day for the rest of the year. So we'll see how that goes. I've got Wednesdays already set. Thursday's the live stream. Wednesday I can shoot a video for Friday. So either a video or a live stream every day for the rest of the year. We'll see how well that goes. But really, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to do it. I mean, I'm not shipping fish. I'm getting fish in. I'm getting a lot of... Oh, I never finished telling you guys what I was getting on my shipment. Man, you guys are easy. You don't care about anything. Okay. So, more peacock gobies. Rummy Nose Rasboras. We left off at Kamaka Rainbows. That's right. Jurupari, Kamaka Rainbows. The Corridoras Kenii. I'm getting. Corridoras Ornatus. Corridora Robinae. Robinae, or the Flagtail Corridora, is the one that I got really shorted on. Like, really. I ordered a ton of them, and I'm getting 7. So, it's going to be really hard for me not to keep these 7 for myself. But I can't keep doing that. I feel like every order, there's at least one fish that I'm keeping for myself. And the Flagtail Corridora is an amazing Corridora. But I gotta make money for Christmas presents, so I'm probably going to sell them. So one lucky person will get those, because I'm going to sell them in a group, obviously. A lot of the plecos I didn't get. I'm only getting one pleco, the butterfly pleco, the L52. It is a true L52 butterfly pleco. I'm getting a couple of those. That's nice. I'm getting some plants. I'm getting a bunch of red root floaters. You're getting Jurupari. Yes, I am. I'm getting those. And then, so anyways. Yes, I'm getting those, Bob Kaler. And I'm also, like I said, I'm getting a lot of red root floaters, which is a very popular plant. So I'm getting like a gigantic bag of red root floaters. I'm getting pygmy chainswords. Pygmy. Not micro, not chainsword, pygmy. Pygmy chain sword. Pygmy chain S-word. So yeah. That's what I'm getting. Oh no, I'm getting way more than that. All right. Let me go to this other email here. No. Guppies? What? No, I'm not getting guppies. Okay, here we go. Adolfoy. Oh, right. So since they shorted me on a lot of the corridoras, they asked me if I wanted a Dolphoy, and I said yes. If it's not too late, send me some. So I don't know if I'm gonna get them, but if it's not too late, I'm not sure because they emailed me at like 10 in the morning. I didn't respond till like a half hour before my live stream. It was a busy day. I'm trying to find my other. Oh, here we go. I have too many files now. It's kind of frustrating. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Sorry. All right, so I'm getting chocolate shrimp will be restocked, guys. These chocolate shrimp are amazing. I don't know if there's anyone out here who has gotten any of these chocolate shrimp from me, but if you're in the chat, you should tell people how sweet they are because they are awesome. Orange shrimp getting restocked. I'm trying to think of anything new. Most of the stuff I'm getting is restocking. The Von Rio Tetras are getting restocked. Emerald Dwarf Rasboras, Emerald Eye Rasboras, Pandagara, Rose Danios, which are super, super awesome fish. The Redhead Tapaho. Yes, I'm finally getting some more Redhead Tapaho cichlids. And I know that I'm not pronouncing it right, but guess what? In my mind, that's how it's pronounced. So I'll finally have those again. Some Yo-Yo Loaches, Yo-Yo-Yo, Hillstream Loaches, Yo-Yo-Yo, it's Josh Yo. More Clown Killies, a lot more Clown Killies. And that might be all. So, Bob, make some money and get some cherry. Oh, I'm also getting cherry shrimp. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm getting like the nicest, cherriest cherry shrimp you've ever seen. And I'm going to be selling them for like regular cherry shrimp pricing. I'm not going to be like, these are painted fire red, super mega beet red. No, they're just cherry shrimp, so that's what I'm going to sell them as. But they are really, really nice, like really nice. And of course, love redhead tapajos, but never think of them. Never had them. They're really cool. Any of the like the Geophagus they're just awesome fish in general. Oh, what do you? Oh, Joseph, how I missed you. You've been here this whole time and I haven't said hi yet. Hello, Joseph. I almost used your background today, but I figured I haven't used this one yet, so I'll use this one. And I didn't use yours. Nice little, whatever. Red like that hat. Even redder. You can't even get this hat anymore. This is like custom. I have a true like super mega rare aquarium co-op hat that I've never shown on a live stream. It's like, I believe one of the very first hats ever. Once you stop tapping, Redhead Tapaho is, Pretty Woman. Ever seen it? That's what it reminds me of. Every time, Redhead Tapaho reminds me of Julia Roberts, a redhead in Pretty Woman, who was a redhead Tapaho in that movie. That's right, she was a fish. Anyways, moving on. I had it up to 4 tanks. I started with 1 10-gallon and that was full of snails, but my Fahaka puffer got bigger. If you're gonna have a puffer, you need a snail tank. You absolutely need a snail tank. One thing I'm gonna go away from on my website is I'm not gonna order snails anymore. Once this current round of snails is gone, I mailed out the last of my Nearite snails today. When the last of the mystery snails are gone, I'm not gonna do snails anymore. I have decided no more snails, which is a shame because they ship really easily, but not worth it. I want the butterfly, but I have a super red L264 and a gold nugget in my community 40-gallon tank. Butterfly might be too much. Butterflies are really small though. It'll be smaller than your super red. It'll be smaller than your 264. be smaller than your gold nugget. Ken B says, I got 6 of your clown killifish 2 months ago. They are doing great, and their color really came in after a little growth. Yes, those clown killies, I'm telling you. Clown killies. Clown killies and peacock gudgeons are super awesome fish, and I'm so glad that so far, knock on wood, I've been able to get them pretty steadily, and they've come in amazing health, knock on wood, every single time. You try any DIY tissue cultures? No, I would never DIY tissue cultures. I have almost done it in the past. So way back before I was on YouTube, I sold plants online, and that was like my thing. That's how I supplemented the hobby. So I sold a ton of tissue culture plants, and I came pretty close to setting up my own tissue culture station and making them myself. But in the end, I didn't do it, mainly because I didn't have time and it was a lot of work. What happened to the white wizard snails? Matthew Vargas, I still have them all, but I'm not going to sell them because, well, I could sell them, but I don't want people to get the wrong idea. So they're kind of a bastardized snail, and the reason they're white is because there's like kind of a history behind this snail, and it's similar to like the hermit crab. It's not a pleasant history, and so I'm not going to order them ever again because I don't want to promote it, and that's why I don't want to sell them either. So I'll probably just keep them in my personal collection. But they're not normally white. If you breed them, they're not white. You can research them. It's not what I thought they would be. And anyways, I'm kind of bitter about that whole situation, if you couldn't tell. I got a Faka because I already have a couple empty tanks big enough for them. I just have a couple 125 sitting around, no big deal. Bob sold plants online. Yes, aquatic plants. I am pro the plant you're talking about, but I do not partake in that plant for myself. So you're saying I can add the butterfly? Well, I mean, it's just going to make more water changes for you. Would it work? Yes, as long as it has its own place to hide, and as long as you're okay with, adding all that extra poop, because it's still a pleco. Hey Bob, what do you feed your puppies to make them gain healthy weight? Raw food. Chicken breast is a big thing for me. Chicken breast, because who doesn't love breast? I got my Fahaka because I already read that one. LBS Lucas Brett syndrome. Fish Room Fever says, don't forget to thumbs up, please. Yep. I think ivory mystery snails are naturally colored. Yes. So that is the case. But the way they get these snails white is they rip off the outer shell, and then their inner shell is white. So anyways, yeah. You have me sold. The nice thing about butterfly plecos is that they're small, they look awesome, and they're inexpensive. They're like a good entry level pleco they're like a good entry level into fancy plecos, more expensive plecos once you make that jump from like bushy nose. But they're also cool enough that if you're already into the $200, $300 plecos, this sub $20 pleco is still awesome enough that like you would still want it. Does that make any sense? Sometimes I just start a sentence and I don't know where it's going. Kaylor's Aquatics with the thumbs up. Thank you, my friend, with the $2 super chat. How do you balance the love for plants in the tank versus the fish selection, i.e. keeping simple fish to grow many plants? Keeping simple fish. How do you... Okay. I don't think you need to balance it, for one. But how do you balance the love for plants in the tank? Well, first of all, I don't love plants as much as I love fish. So I do love plants, but like if you were to say you could only keep plants or you can only keep fish, then I'm going to say fish every time. So I don't know that there's really like a question as far as like balance in that way. But keeping simple fish to grow many plants. That part I don't understand. Virus Hunt. I don't really get that part. Sorry. All crayfish are illegal in our state. That is true. I don't know who you're talking to, but oh, Tank Plants. Have you ever raised prawn or crayfish? So actually, while Bracken is right that all crayfish are illegal here, before I knew that, I actually bought the Mexican dwarf, the orange Mexican dwarf crayfish, and that was before I started YouTube. And then I got on YouTube and found out that they were illegal, so I had to get rid of them because they're illegal. Can't show them on YouTube. What's the point? It's going to do more harm than good if I show them on YouTube, so I got rid of them. Now they're someone else's problem, and if that person gets caught, well, he's the sucker, not me. So these legal and crayfish aren't. Yeah, it's crazy what's illegal. Don't unhype this pleco for me. I'm not unhyping it. It's still an awesome pleco. Having giant baked potatoes for dinner tonight. All the fixings. Oh, man. A good baked potato, especially when you like season the outside of it. For some reason, I feel like it's 50-50. Either people season the skin or they don't. But when you season the skin, it tastes so good. It doesn't stop people selling them as lobsters. Yeah, I know. I don't understand how Petco can get away. Like, Petco in our state carries the blue lobster, and I don't understand how they get away with it. You're too old for jail. I would never go to jail anyways. Are you kidding me? I've got a crack team of lawyers that have kept me out of jail my entire life. Not gonna start now. If you could only keep only rainbow fish, or you could keep all other types of fish. If you could only keep, okay, so if I could only keep rainbow fish or any other type of fish, what would you keep? That is a very, very tough question. Oh, man. Only rainbow fish or anything but rainbow fish. I feel like the smart thing to say would be all other fish. As much as I like rainbow fish, I feel like if it was the only thing I ever kept, after probably like 10 years, I might get bored of them, which would be a problem. What is this? You have a neighbor who doesn't arrest you? What? I got mine online. I bought mine in Florida, and they sent them to me. And it's one of those places that are like, know your local laws. Of course, I'm the same way. I can't know the law in every 50 friggin' state, and how could I know? Know your own local laws. Oh yeah, wash, dry, oil the skins, then rub pink salt on the potato skins. Never foil. That steams them instead of baking them. I wouldn't have any idea how to make one anyways. No Praycocks on the upcoming list. All of the Gary Lang rainbow fish are completely separate. Since I get that, that's all completely separate. That's all I'll say. I won't be getting any more of those for the rest of the year. So I'm not taking a chance on shipping those during the holidays. I got red lobsters and crayfish. The blue lobsters are Procabrius alani, which have blue in their DNA. Okay. I've got red lobsters and crayfish, the blue lobsters. I don't know, Tank. I can't keep them anyway, so I don't even research them. I would absolutely, if they were legal, I would get those Mexican orange dwarf crayfish in a heartbeat. I absolutely love them. And actually, in my last order of a mono shrimp, I got a crayfish in with them, and it was really surprising. I don't know, because I've gotten like 3 orders of a mono shrimp, 3 or 4 orders, and in one of the orders it came in because I just randomly saw it while doing a water change. I was looking at it, I'm like, there is something seriously wrong with that Amano shrimp. It's like deformed, or like, what is it doing? And it was just a wee little guy too, just a little baby. And I was like, what in the world? And then I scooped it out, and I'm like, holy crap, this is a crayfish. So it went in the puffer tank because it's illegal here. So Better to use it as food than to just kill it off and not do anything with it. So luckily I have puffers. It got sent to the circle of life. Your neighbor is a cop who didn't buy a ticket for you, who didn't write. First of all, for going 132 miles per hour, no. Bob Vance, get it right. I got pulled over doing 145 miles an hour. 132? Pfft, that's for chumps, man. You got to get over 140. And also, that was at a different house. I know I do not have a neighbor that is a cop now. I do have a neighbor that is a shoot first, ask questions later, which I like. I like having that kind of a neighbor. And then I also have neighbors that are banditos, and they have their banditos barbecue parties out there all the time. And the nice thing about them is that they're very neighborhood oriented. They're like so like pro neighborhood that like we used to have like druggies come through here. Haven't seen them at all since these people moved in. They really take care of their neighborhood and have like just that mindset, and it's really nice. So I like my neighborhood now. It's turned out to be pretty good. I don't even know why I said that story, but all right. How long do LED lights last? A long, long, long time, unless you drop them in your fish tank. Hey, get out of here. That's not for you. Go lay down. Okay, I'll pet you first. I'll pet you first, even though you crapped all over my house today. They police themselves mostly. I know. I swear, every time they have like their little get together and their barbecues, there's all these like motorcycles out there, and they're all wearing their Banditos jacket. And I just want to ride through on my Honda. Hey guys, how's it going? Don't mind me on my little Honda. I'd get beat up. You guys should really make a dirted tank. Plants grow very nice. Dirted tanks are really awesome. The downside is that you can't play with them, which is, oh yeah, they have really nice bikes, Curtis. Yep, I go extra slow just to see all the nice bikes. Makes me jealous. I mean, my bike's not crappy, but it's an entry level bike. It's a Honda Shadow. It's my first cruiser I ever bought, so I've only had crotch rockets before that. Honda 50 Mindy. Actually, it's a Honda Trail 90, one of my favorite motorcycles ever. What are we talking about? There's my website. Thank you, Bob Kaler, and I think I saw Candy linking that as well, so thank you both for linking the website. That is where you get super mega awesome fish. It's the only place to get super mega awesome fish. My website and Dan's Fish. Got this fly. There's one fly in my house, and it follows me everywhere. I swear, I'm downstairs. It's downstairs. I go out in my garage in my fish room, and it's out there. What the heck is a Bandito? Sounds like a Taco Bell special. They have antibiotics for crotch rocket now. Yeah, well, they need some type of antibiotic for man buns. Anyways, my dad has a Honda Shadow. It's a super awesome bike. It's reliable, but it's like, I mean, it's definitely an entry level bike. Then Zen Ginger. I can't say I breed them all the time in the same tank, but I'm looking to breed something no one else is doing. I feel like that's everyone. Everyone at some point that's breeding fish gets to that. I want to breed something that no one else is doing. So I wish you the best of luck. I have yet to do that. I mean, I breed my Parasiprochromis, but like other people are doing it. But that was one of the first fish that I got that I was like, I'm getting this just to breed. Like, I mean, obviously I'm getting it because it's a super awesome fish, but I'm getting it just to breed. I hope Bob drives a motorcycle better in real life than he does on video games. Absolutely. I'm pretty good on a motorcycle, I gotta say. Get a bug of salt. Very true. On my channel, my planted tank is dirted and the plants are growing nice. Yeah, dirted tanks are nice, but for someone who likes to like move plants around, change things up a lot, it can get dirty pretty quick. Do you ever hear the flies buzzing in your dreams? No. I don't dream about flies. I dream about redhead Tapaho cichlids. I don't know what you mean by I slapped you. We need more thumbs up. Yes, don't forget to thumbs up. I'm trying to breed Apistos too, Michael. They are so cool. Yes. Apistos. Please, breed Apistos. Let's breed them so we can get the cost down and we can get them out to more people in the hobby. Because I feel like Apistos are super awesome, but they're also kind of expensive. I feel like they should be down around the same price as like Rams, personally. Dorothy Mantooth? What? I hate the fly buzzing. I know. Sometimes Candy hates that too, Barbara. So sometimes I just sit next to the flies and let them buzz around because I'm a jerk. All right, what else do we guys? What else do we got? What else? I'm watching and doing a school slideshow. Pretty sweet. What's it about? Is it about fish? I don't know who Dorothy Mantooth is. Sorry. Matthew Vargas with the $5 super chat. Oh yeah, putting my bid in for the Kamakas. Maybe I should. I wonder if that's allowed. Like, could you do like an online auction with super chats on YouTube, or would that be against some terms of service? Because YouTube's terrible. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Has anyone ever seen someone do an auction with super chats on a live stream before? So you can do raffles. You cannot do raffles with super chats. I don't think. Pretty sure you can't. But I wonder if you could do an auction. That would be really fun. You know what? I'm going to Google it. I guess I'll have to Google it. Love, take me down to the streets. Can you do auctions live on YouTube with super chats? Oh yeah. Even Google doesn't know this answer. Are those Denison barbs? Yes, I almost brought some in, but they're spendy little buggers. No, actually, the only ones available were 1 inch, which is actually a pretty good shipping size. But no, I don't know. I feel like no one would want them at 1 inch. Would anyone buy a Denison barb at 1 inch? That's pretty small. You cannot do giveaways with super chats. That's like the raffle. That's like the raffle thing. And there is someone in our community that goes around and reports every channel that tries to do a super chat raffle. So I'm not going to do that because it's not worth the aggravation that this one person gives everyone who ever tries to do that. You think Google would know? Yeah. Google does not know. Paul with an excellent question. Any good Amazon deals? There wasn't this morning, and there hasn't been for a really long time, but I will check all my alerts right now and see what we got. Let me take a look. The only thing is nothing. I was going to say that 9-pound bottle of Seachem Safe dropped another $10, but it looks like that's not on sale anymore either. There is not a single decent. When I do this, I look for stuff that's 50% off. I did link the Seachem Safe one as a joke because it's 9 pounds of Seachem Safe and nobody could ever use that in like 5 lifetimes. And that joke kind of went over some people's heads, but that's all right. But yeah, I have all my alerts set up for 50% off. So that's kind of my threshold. And I see nothing. Pretty small. What? Any news on future green neon tetras? I have. It's one of my go-tos every time I get the new list. So we get lists every single week, and I always look for green fire and green neon tetras. I ordered green neon tetras last time, and they came in at like a quarter inch, and I was blown away that they would even ship a fish that size. Um, and then they all died because you cannot ship fry. That is stupid. So I wasn't very happy about that, and they heard about it, and I got my money back. But still, I don't know how anyone thinks it's okay to ship fry. I mean, it was basically fry. Like they didn't even have color yet. And I opened when I was doing them and going through the box. I'm like, what rasboras are these? I thought they were some micro rasbora, but no, they were my neon green tetras. The slideshow is about Neil Armstrong because it has to be about space. Ooh, I love space. I could do a live stream just on space if I had a space channel, because space is awesome. I know someone who buys Stress Code on Amazon, refills it with water, and returns it and gets their money back. Just saying. Those kind of people always get what's coming to them, though. And chances are they've already got what's coming to them. And either way, it'll always come back. Every super chat is charged, though, so all bidders will pay regardless of winning. After Christmas, New Year's, there will be a lot of deals because stores inventory taxes. It also depends. Like all the Marineland stuff was on sale because they're coming out with a new product. So like February, March is kind of that time when companies roll out their new products for the new fiscal year. So hopefully we can see a lot of deals around that time as well. I know when I was in retail, it was electronics though, not anything pet related. Like you get stuff dirt cheap, around March, February. I got some neon greens at the Co-op Black Friday weekend. Sweet. Space Fought. Tetra Pro Color Crisp were 50% off on Amazon. I didn't catch that one. They finally jacked up the price on the granules. They're not on sale anymore. Petco is clearancing Tetra food. I don't know that I want to buy Tetra food from Petco though. I got some food from I don't remember if it was Petco or PetSmart, but it was like really old. Like you could tell when you opened it up that it had been sitting for a long, 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 long time. Are there any Sue McGills on my list? Yes. Yep. The fricattas are normally always on the list, and not the so the Luminatus were on the list, and I ordered them, and they were like, nope, don't have any. I'd have to look. There was one on the list besides the frittata. Well, I want to buy their Sarah food. I feel like there'd be cheaper places to get it than Petco. I think. Like I actually can get Sarah at wholesale prices. So I guess I don't really pay attention to Petco prices. I don't even know why I just said that, but all right. You putting the Blenny on the list? Nope, the Blennies are not available anymore, and I have no idea if or when they'll get them back. Paul says, have you seen the new insulated bag that Aquarium Co-op is selling? Not sure if they can be purchased or come with fish purchase. Well, they don't sell fish. They would be for like plants. Yes, I saw those, Paul. I was at the warehouse maybe like 3 months ago, and I saw them. And they're pretty sweet. They would be really nice for plants. I don't know that they would offer the protection that fish need. That's one nice thing about the Styroliner is that it obviously insulates the box, but it also provides more durability to the box. So it prevents the box, for the most part, from being crushed, but it can still obviously be crushed. But it does reinforce the box pretty well, which is the second nice thing about Styroliners. I don't know that I would ship a fish in a box without Styroliners. It would be way cheaper to use those bags, but I don't know. just that added security of reinforcing the box is enough for me. I did figure out a way to get the price down on those boxes, which doesn't mean anything for you guys, but it helps me out a little bit, especially with the price of shipping is going up on January 20th. I believe is the exact date when USPS is increasing all their shipping prices, which means my shipping prices might go up a couple bucks, but nothing I can do about it. Bob, have you bought into all the extreme food hype? My fish don't go crazy just as nearly as they do with Sarah Foods. The extreme food is kind of the flavor of the month right now, and it kind of goes like that with all these brands. The thing about like Sarah, as we went through the Sarah hype like 4 or 5 months ago, I don't know, whenever I did that ridiculous video about the Sarah food, but it's the nice thing about the extreme as well as like the Sarah food is that it's both brands that have been around for a while. So it's not one of these brands that just come along and there's a bunch of hype and then 6 months later you never hear about them again. And I think that's what's nice about the extreme food is that I really like the flake. The flake is really cool. And like Sarah, it's been around forever. I actually think the ingredients are better in extreme than the Sarah. There's some of the stuff in the Sarah food that I just don't like, especially for how expensive it is. I feel like Sarah is pretty dang expensive, and the ingredients are good, but they may not reflect the price. But yeah, that's my opinion. It's not gonna be one of those, fly by night fish food people that just come in and throw it around everywhere and then 6 months later you never see it again, which was really, really common like 4 to 5 years ago. There was like all these different cichlid foods. Like it seemed like every other month there was a new cichlid brand of food coming out and it was all the rage. And then like 4 months later, oh, look at this new brand, it's so awesome. And then everyone would talk about that. And none of them are still around today. I can name a few, but I'm not going to because that's not nice. But yeah. The new If It Fits, It Ships boxes are getting smaller and smaller. I haven't noticed that at all. There's the smaller regional flat rate box, but they're still the same medium. The box hasn't changed, and I would know because all my Styroliners still fit. So I feel like if the size of the box changed, I would definitely know about it from my suppliers. Extreme flakes are hit or miss with my fish. I feel like it's the same about any food though. What's the food that I have? Oh man, there's a food that I have that nothing eats that's popular. I can't remember what it is. There's a problem with having 20 different brands of food. Man, what is it? Oh, okay. So there is this Hikari food that I want to try, and it's gonna take me a minute to pull it up here. Man, it's already 1:15. What am I looking for here? I go here. Hold on, it's gonna take me. It's this weird Hikari stuff that I've never seen before, but I want to try it. And they even have like turtle food. Just gotta bear with me here. I want to see if any of you guys have seen this food before. Northfin. I've actually never tried Northfin. Vibrobites. Oh yes, it is Hikari. So I don't know if any of you guys. That's funny. I'm saying I want to try this Hikari food, and Hikari is the food that none of my fish will eat. But hold on here. It's a specific type of Hikari. The Hikari algae wafers. I'm curious if anyone here uses the Hikari algae wafers. I don't have a single fish in my personal fish room or out in my retail fish room that will touch the Hikari algae wafers. Nothing. Ottos, shrimp, bushy nose plecos, a mono shrimp, and none of the shrimp Amanos, Neos, nothing. Absolutely nothing touches these. The snails, Near ice snails, mystery snails, they just sit there and rot. I'm definitely not talking about Northfin. Northfin's been around for quite a while. It's not going anywhere. Mostly what I'm talking about is all the cichlid stuff from like 4 or 5 years ago. This is gonna take me a minute because it's, oh man. So I used a box about 6 months old, medium. The lady in line to me said I never knew, said had a newer box, and we compared. Both said medium, and hers was smaller. So there's, yeah, Barber, I believe what you're talking about is the medium regional A flat rate box, which is like an inch shorter, like an inch and a half, like an inch or an inch and a half shorter. It's close, but it's an amazing box that I just started using this week. That's the only reason I know about it. Hikari algae wafers, snails, and plecos, love them. Mine won't touch them. Hikari algae wafers are terrible. Shrimp and snails only. I bought some for my plecos. The babies will eat them, but yeah, I switched to Rapashi exclusive. My bristlenose, mystery snails, ramsors, platies all go. Man, I got nothing that'll touch them. Absolutely nothing. Well, my turtle eats them, so now I just feed them to my turtle every once in a while, simply because I don't want to throw them out. Okay, here we go. Hikari. Sorry, I have to go through like all their list of stuff. And where is it? Okay, I'm gonna pull it up on the live stream for you. Because actually, I want to try this food. I'm curious. And sake Hikari. Carnivore medium sinking pellets. Okay. All right. If any of you guys have tried this food right here, let me know. Sake Hikari. Oh, Kawasaki. Marine. It looks like crusty. A uniquely blended probiotic enhanced formulation, a superior taste, readily accepted by most marine species. The thing is, let's see, here we go, right here. What do we got here? I'm probably going to be fish meal because it's a curry. Krill meal, wheat flour, cuttlefish meal. Lots of meal. So it's not like this is like a premium food by any means. Dharma is a hoot. We need another Dharma video. Dharma isn't that a sitcom? I love Hikari algae wafers, and no, mine don't eat them either. You ended the stream? No. So yeah, there is this marine. There's also like a goldfish one. Goldfish. But it's like this weird. I mean, look at them all. There's all kinds of them. It's like a weird Hikari side brand, but it's still Hikari. Thanks to you two for letting me know this was live every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, Jen. In the 3.5 or 4 years I've been on YouTube, I have never missed a Monday live stream. So set an alarm, set a something, I don't know. So anyways, yeah, I was thinking about trying this just for funsies, but we'll see. I don't know, maybe. Now I gotta go through and see if anyone has ever tried this before. Well, the reason I was looking at it, Zen Ginger says marine food. I was actually looking at it for the omnivore, so that was carnivore, but there's a Hikari sake omnivore that I was thinking about getting for my blennies, and that's the only reason I was looking at this stuff. Isn't marine for saltwater? Am I confused? That's true, but fish food is fish food. Like, if you look at the ingredients for marine, it's exactly the same. Like, there's nothing different. There might be a few things like way down the list, but there's no difference. Just like extreme food used to be for saltwater fish. It doesn't matter. It's all the same ingredients. So Paul says it has an interesting question. I've seen where you've used Repashy. Have you ever mixed real small granular food with it? No, I would never mix fish food with it because Hikari, I believe, is, in my opinion, far superior than most dry fish food. And so if I added fish food to it, I feel like I would be dumbing down the Repashy. I'd be like lowering the quality of the fish food. Now I am working on my own formula of Repashy as far as other stuff that I'm adding to it, but I don't want to give any of that away. Mainly because I don't want other people to try it and have it like kill all their fish. But I've been testing out a few things with as far as adding stuff to Repashy gel mix, and then you know, if it works out, I might do a video on it and show you guys what I'm talking about. But it's not something that I wanted to say that I'm doing, and then someone tries it, and then all their fish die, and now it's my fault. Because I've had people blame me for killing all their fish before, and, you know, turns out they were just terrible fish keepers, so not my fault. Not my fault. CBD Repashy. All the fish goes nuts for Sarah Onips, but it's a little spendy, so it's a treat. Yep. Yeah, I've never had anything not go after the Onip tabs. Those things are definitely pretty good. Do you feed Danachi? I do not. Feed them all seafood. The Tetra algae wafers are a hit in all my tanks. Is that the weird algae wafer that's like brown on the outside and green on the inside? I think that's what happens to me after, you know, eat at Taco Bell. Brown on the outside, green on the inside. I just got some Repashy Reptile. I've thought about bringing in Repashy because I can get that at wholesale too, but I'm just really like not really looking at adding stuff as far as like dry goods at this time. It's like sometimes I already have like a hard enough time getting all the fish in one box. If I had to like throw in a canister of fish food or something like that in there, there's no way it would all fit. But anyways, guys, it is almost 6:30, so we're gonna cut this thing off. I'm sorry if you didn't get notified, but again, YouTube sucks. The replay is always available though if you're insanely bored. I do want to thank everyone for showing up. This was really fun, and listening to my ridiculous story at the beginning. And thanks everyone for coming. The thumbs uppers, Matthew, Kaler, Allie, and the Fish Tank Barn, for the super chats and the super stickers. I really, really appreciate it. It means a ton to me. Off to Burger King. Oh, that sounds gross. But we will be here again Thursday morning at 9 a.m. PST. Don't forget, set your reminders. Well, you can't set a reminder because I never schedule it in advance. Oh well. Whoa, we had over 200 people here today? That's crazy. 219? All right. Well, I want to thank each and every one of you 200 and some people that showed up today, and hopefully I will see you Thursday morning. Although you probably all have real jobs, unlike me. But I'll be here regardless. Have a good week, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. I don't know why I'm showing that, but there you go.